Hey YouTube, this is PowerBricks and I'm back with another LEGO Megazord review. And today we're going to be taking a look at part 2 of the Power Rangers Dino Clash series. Or we could call this the Dino Sentai Fast Soldier. So in this video we're going to be taking a look at the auxiliary Zords that I built for this lineup. We have the green Pterosaur, I forgot which one it was, but it's a green one. We have a purple Trilobite. And we have a orange Stegosaurus. So 3 Zords. Now, they can all come together to form an Ultra Zord, but the white Zord is needed, and we don't have that Zord in the video category yet, so you have to wait. So, we're going to take a look at each one of these weapons and armor modes. It's actually pretty cool what they can all do. It's really interesting alt modes for the Megazord. So, we're going to take a little look at all of them, and I'm super excited, so let's get into it. These are the Dino Spheres, and they're very similar to what the Power Rangers Wild Force used to call upon their animal spirits or their animal Zords. Very similar, and these are the first 8. Right here are their sabers, and they can house all of the Zord's energy within them, and they can call upon the Zord spirits. It's pretty cool. Now this here is the Japanese team, this is the American team. Here are the Rangers, their communicator, and their egg morpher. According to my comments in the last video, I forgot to show you guys what the Raptor Zord could actually do. I had completely forgotten to review it in the review. I only transformed it. So before I get into these 3, I'll start off with the yellow Raptor. So here is our Raptor Zord. It is actually really unique. It's based off of the Tyrannosaurus Rex from Dino Thunder due to it having a drill tail. But instead of it being the large dinosaur, I'd rather make it the small dinosaur. So he has some nice silver teeth right there. You can see all throughout the mouth. His mouth opens up. There's no teeth on the bottom, but they do stick out on the top. There's some gunmetal gray on top of its head. It has blue eyes, head articulation, 360. It also has neck movement. So there are a lot of cool poses that I can get out of the Raptor Zord. There's also some little arm movement with some gunmetal gray pieces on there, some silver claws, and yeah, it's just a little 360 on a ball joint, so you can do a lot with it. The legs are also pretty simple. On a ball joint, they can move front and back, in and out. They can also bend, so it can get some kind of like running poses, I guess. You know, if I position it correctly, you could do like a pretty cool running pose, which is pretty sweet. There's also tail movement up and down. Can kind of, you can, I guess, make it wag. You can do some kind of drill attack. The drill also is articulated, so it can move, spin around manually, but it still works. Pretty nice silver drill. So this here is the Raptor Zord. What do you guys think about this thing? So now that the Raptor is gone, we can focus on these 3. So the first one I want to get into is the purple one. This is the Trilobite. Now I love this one. It's so different. The eyes are these golden pieces right here. You can see its eyes are kind of under that purple shell or violet shell. There is some translucent purple on there, which is pretty sweet. A little bit of gunmetal gray. You can see it kind of glistens. I should polish it a little more, but it's good enough. Really, really nice. It has, I think, what is this, 10 legs in total. Yeah, so 10 legs. Really interesting, and they're all individual. One of them is a little loose. I don't know how, but it's a little loose, but it's okay though. I mean, it gets the job done. You see it's a little critter. It moves around, and it has a pretty decent armor mode. You see some of the little nails like to come out sometimes, depending on which piece it is. But hey, I didn't make them. But anyway, I kind of did, but I didn't. But you get what I'm saying. But anyway, this is that Zord. So that one is done. Next, we're taking a look at the green Pterosaur, which is really sweet. Look at that gold on those wings. Absolutely beautiful design. You can see these are the wings when they open up. You can get all kinds of flying poses. I can articulate his neck and all kinds of points. 1, 2, 3. His head does move 360. He has like this metallic dark gray beak, which is nice. Red eyes, green head, gold. So I could just position the bird like this, and he's already in, I guess, flying. Almost in a flying movement. Kind of adjust these. Now these are a little loose on the feet, but it's okay though. Still like that, I don't know. But that is the Pterosaur. It has this really long tail too, super long tail, which is a weapon mode, so it's pretty nice. I do like the green one, and the green one It has a really interesting mode. It only does one thing, but it has a weapon, so that's actually pretty interesting for that. That there is the green pterosaur. So next up, we're taking a look at the orange stegosaurus, which is one of my favorites. It has this really long, decked out tail with this nice looking spear at the end. It's super articulated. It can do all kinds of things with the tail. It has a lot of movement. There's also these giant spikes right here. Now they're kind of like missiles. They kind of like, it can turn to the side and shoot all those things out. They can kind of articulate forward, I guess. I don't know. But it's supposed to do like this thing like this. Like he's able to position his body like on a headstand. I don't know. And he can shoot him out like that. Something like this. And I don't know if there's ever going to be a show. There probably will most likely not be a show. But you get what I'm saying. He can do something like that. Let me see if I can adjust this. Yeah, like that. So he can sort of position himself like this, and then all of these can shoot forward, and then they come back as like these redirecting missiles. Something pretty cool like that. But that is the Stegosaurus. Really interesting spike setup. I know the spike's supposed to be like right dead center. I've done it before, but for this I wanted to make it a little different, just to give it a little more character. So that there is the Stego. We also have some leg movement. Pretty simple. Nice gold pieces. Head is articulated to move 360 on a ball joint. And there it is. So now that we've gone over all of the Zords, we can get into the combo modes, which are really interesting. Okay, so here is our Fossil King Megazord, and he will be combining with the purple Trilobite first, or violet, whatever you want to call it. So it's actually really interesting. So first we're going to get the arms, and we're going to yank them off. Okay, make sure I do it right without dismantling the whole freaking Megazord, because I'm known for destroying the Zord. Alright, so there it is. Boom, took off the arms. Now that we got the arms off, okay, I'm going to get the head and I'm going to rotate it around, and then I'm going to take off the body and rotate the whole thing around like this. Okay, so this is actually a little interesting process, but once it's done, trust me, it's very, very well worth it. Alright, boom. So now we have the front of the Megazord. Now, boom. Okay, now we get the arms and we put them back in their rightful placement. Blue goes here now. Let me see, actually, I need to fold this up. I gotta fold these up a little bit before I even combine, because they are in the way since it is now reversed. All right, fold those up. Then I get blue, plug it on, boom. I gotta fold those in a little more, I think. Can't remember, but anyway, I'm done fidgeting with that. Alright, put blue in, boom, there it is. Then we're gonna get yellow, plug it into this part here. It would have been cool if I had these in the weapon mode, I think. It would have been much better. Alright, but anyway, I'll just give it the sword. I think that'd be pretty cool. Give the sword. All right, and now we combine violet. Now, look at how this works. So first we're gonna get the legs, and they will plug in right here on the side of the Megazord. Let me see. Plugs right in on the side. It's supposed to be this this armor, so whoa, plug that in on the side right here. I'll show you guys exactly what's going on. Bring it forward a little bit. Put it on the side. Yeah, it needs to be like that. Alright, boom. So now it has that. Then we get the chest plate, rotate it around, plug it on, adjust that. It's supposed to be the other way around. Yeah, it's supposed to be like this. Alright, boom. Now, what happens next is actually really interesting. I have to get the head, and I bring up the pterodactyl head, and these will go like that. And here he is in his armor mode. So here is the Fossil King Megazord with the Trilo armor, and it is a very hefty Zord. You can see where the purple is. It just sits out there. I just really wanted to make sort of like an armor thing. I was really thinking Shinkenger, like high key. Yeah, so this is the armor mode, and you see the helmet changed. It actually looks pretty cool. I like this Zord a lot. The articulation is still going to be the same, so now you got your arm movement, some elbow movement, all that stuff. A little bit of leg movement there. There's a little bend in the knee, stuff like that. So overall, pretty nice. I do like the violet mode. What do you guys? Whoa, come on, buddy. It's pretty top heavy, though, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I almost forgot the most important step of this, but I think I'll save that for the Ultra Zord, so it doesn't even matter. All right, so that is pretty much it for the violet. What do you guys think about the violet armor? Okay, so here is the Megazord back in its normal state. So next we're going to get green, and we're going to plug it in right here. It's going to be a chest plate also, but I'm going to adjust just a little bit. It's a really interesting looking chest plate nonetheless. But the head, it actually comes forward like that, and then we're going to close it up. And then this back here, you see it's like that. It's pretty interesting. Or I might just fold this back too. Yeah. Make it look more like a pterosaur. So boom. There is the head of the Megazord. Right there. Alright, and then we get his tail. And the tail is like a whip. Boom, so there is green. This is the green formation. I actually like it. It looks pretty cool with the green sword. It makes a pretty decent chest plate. I mean, it's a little clunky. It is a lot, okay? When you turn to the side, it's like, whoa! This is a massive thing. But it is a nice thing. A nice, massive robot. So, overall, pretty nice. Weapon mode. You can't go wrong with that. I mean, that is the pterosaur chest plate. Let me adjust that a little bit. Whoa, I popped it off. I'm always popping off stuff. And watch the whole thing fly off and then the Megazord just collapse. Hopefully not. Alright, let me not wish that upon myself. But yeah, that is the Zord. You guys see the head. Bring the camera a little closer. There's the head. That is our Zord. Okay, now let's get into the last one, which is my favorite. Okay guys, so next up is the Stego formation. So in order to do this, I have to take off the Raptor. So I put this one on right here. Boom. Alright, that's the Stego arm. But then there's the other piece of the shoulder pad, which goes on here. It plugs right into the side socket of the blue Chronosaurus. Alright. Boom. And this, I can just fold it back like that. Alright, boom. So now what I do is I get the head and I fold these horns forward, and then, actually let me take it off for a second. Alright, so I get the head, right? I fold these forward, and then I'm gonna lift this section, come on, off, and then that plugs in, and this becomes like a horn, like that, boom, okay? And then I plug it on, like so. And here he is with the stego formation, which looks super cool. I love this giant spear that he has. It can also turn around and move upwards. It turns around like this, and it's like a spear blade, like a sword in his hand. But I'd much rather prefer it like this. It's actually pretty cool. So this is a really, really nice mode. I love the orange one. I do like all of them. They're all really interesting. Almost forgot to adjust this. Get that out of the way. Put that behind the head of the Triceratops. Alright, boom. So here it is with the orange Zord. So this is the first form of the stego. There is an armor mode. So in order to do that, all I gotta do is, actually, no, I keep these on. I don't even take these off. So I just pull off the whole arm. I pull this arm off. Okay, set those down. Rotate the head. Take the body. Rotate it around. Plug it on. Okay, here goes the cluster. Plug that arm on, like so. I almost forgot to show you guys the really cool gimmick that it does in Zord mode. How could I forget? Alright, that's a complete my bad. Let me adjust this. Gotta fold up the legs so that I actually have some movement. These Zords are, they're actually really well built. Surprisingly, they don't come apart as much, so I think I did a pretty good job. I did solid on the Zord formation. So I'll show you its other gimmick with this mode. I take that off. This is going to go in the chest plate. That unpegs. Okay, so get this, fold it out. Boom. Okay. Now I get this and this, plug them in, rotate it around. Well, we won't take that off. This is going to be a new weapon. I forgot which one is going. It goes in this one. Yeah, this guy takes this. And then come on, get in the mouth. Plug in, you stupid thing! Oh my god, it took his whole jaw off. Sorry about that. Alright, I'm not gonna edit that, I don't even care. So I get this, plug it in right here to the mouth of the Chronosaurus. Boom. New spear weapon. Okay, then I get this. Rotate that around, plug this in. This is armor mode. Alright. Taking some elbow grease, I know. Get this, and then I start to open it up like that. Plug it on. Take this around, make sure it's lined up perfectly. Here he is. Well, why is he looking up? Just let me get the whole thing and rotate this one. Alright. Now here he is with the stego armor. So, really interesting. That's like a little elbow grease, but we got it. This is what it looks like with the orange stego armor. Quite the armor mode, and I like that it has two. So we get this really cool weapon. It's like this spear thing going on. Really nice, really sweet. And of course, it has a really cool orange and gold chest plate. Let me adjust this leg right here. It needs to be effecto. Alright. So boom. There is our chest plate. Now, the cool little gimmick that I was talking about is that these guns or these armor pieces can rotate around. Let me try to do it. Alright, they can rotate around like this and they can shoot missiles forward. So that's actually pretty cool. And then they can rotate outwards, or we could just do it like that, really. So they could just go like that, but you see what I mean? That is the armor mode right there. Definitely one of my favorites. You know I had to do this video review. I absolutely love this sword, and I had to use the wide lens because this sword is absolutely massive, and I want you guys to see the whole of it. Like, comment, subscribe. Whoa! Buddy, it's not even over. What are you doing, dude? Calm down. Let me just stop fidgeting with it for a second. Alright? Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to fidget with it again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video review. This one was really fun to make and absolutely awesome. And this is Power Bricks signing off. Peace.